Well boys, the 240 is sold. Alright, what is up you guys? Well, based on the title of this video, I'm sure you already know that I have decided to sell the 240, and I've given this a lot of thought, and honestly, I didn't think I'd be making this video anytime soon or at all. My plan was to finish this car, build it the way I wanted, and have this car until it died, essentially. But just been a change of plans. But I did wait to make this video until I was for sure gonna be selling it. I've sold off most of the parts that I had for the car, the 2JZ, the CD009 with adapter, all the stuff that I had fabricated up for it. So all that is left of everything other than like the seats and harnesses and stuff, which I'll be using, and again, I'll get to that later in the video. It all makes sense here in a sec. But all that's left is the shell here. So I have a guy coming to look at it tonight, but I do have other plans. I do want a drift car, but before that, before the guy comes to get the shell, just want to have a moment of silence for the 240. All right, let me give you guys a little bit of context on the title of the video. So I'm a big fan of Adam LZ's channel. It's kind of, and somewhat what kind of sparked my love of 240s beyond what it was, just seeing how clean his car was. And I really liked the whole idea of a super clean, streetable drift car. And so that was kind of my idea behind the 240 in the first place, and really what I wanted to do with that. But I've been watching Adam LZ's channel and was seeing all the content he had around building those 350Zs, the giveaway one, his own. And he was just talking about how great of a drift car those cars right out of the box. I mean, just to go along with that, the CD009 that I had that was gonna go in this 240 is out of a 350Z. They've got stronger axles, pretty good power right out of the box. The list really goes on and on. And I started to think about it and how little modification those cars would need compared to what I had left in this. Started running the numbers on this, got a quote back for paint that was over $4,000. And I just started to look at kind of the hard facts of it. And this car was gonna take me another year or two to finish. And I really didn't want to be at the point where I was a year or two out from getting seat time. It's defeating the whole point of having the drift car for me. And I didn't want to be at a point where I was spending all of my disposable income to build this car for the next year or two. That just seems ridiculous. So I've decided the 350Z is probably a pretty good option for what I want to do. Have a car that I can drive on the street down here. Just a real nice mild drift build that's streetable. So the brides that I have, the harnesses, all that stuff will be going in the car. I'll make a video in the future sometime once we actually have a 350Z about my plans for the build. But I just wanted to give you guys a quick rundown of what was going on with the 240, why I decided to sell it. But I promise you good things to come. It's gonna be a sick build, really cool car. I have a lot of cool plans that I want to do once we get that chassis. And even better, we'll be out drifting sooner. So if you're here for drifting, you're gonna see me learn how to drift right here on camera. But I'm gonna go ahead and wait for this guy to show up, look at the shell. I'll let you guys know what happens after this. I'm not gonna probably film too much just out of respect for his personal privacy, but I will definitely let you guys know if he ends up picking up the shell and if we're on to the next build.
One eternity later.
What's up you guys? As you can tell, I'm wearing something different, but the car is still behind me and quite a bit of time has gone by since those last clips. I think it's been almost a month. You guys have seen all the Express Rally content and those last clips were filmed well before that. So what ended up happening was the guy that I was talking about in those last clips totally ghosted me. He said he was on his way over and then just went radio silence, was gone. Never showed up, and I've had quite a few people flake out on the car since then, which has been super frustrating, but hey, that's how it goes trying to sell stuff on Craigslist or the forums. But tonight is hopefully the night that the 240 goes and we can move on to the next project. So there's a guy on his way up here. He's about an hour out, but I've got the car ready all behind me, and I will let you guys know what happens once he gets here, if he decides to take the car, and if we are officially moving on to that 350Z like I talked about. Well boys, the 240 is sold, so it is on to bigger and better things. I'm pretty excited for the next project. What do you think?
I'm pretty excited to see what you're about to bring in.
It's gonna be cool to have another car on the channel and actually be building that and have like more consistent content for you guys. But I think it calls for some celebration. It's been a long process trying to part out everything and get it sold, but it is all officially gone, so we can move on to finding the next project car. So we're gonna celebrate a little bit, and then depending on how long it takes for us to find the next car, there should be a clip previewing that car after this. So we'll see in a bit.
Eventually.
1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21 22 23 24 25 26 27 28 29 30 31 32 33 34 35 36 37 38 39 40 41 42 43 44 45 46 47 48 49 50 51 52 53 54 55 56 57 58 59 60 61 62 63 64 65 66 67 68 69 70 71 72 73 74 75 76 77 78 79 80 81 82 83 84 85 86 87 88 89 90 91 92 93 94 95 96 97 98 99 100 101 102 103 104 105 106 107 108 109 110 111 112 113 114 115 116 117 118 119 120 121 122 123 124 125 126 127 128 129 130 131 132 133 134 135 136 137 138 139 140 141 142 143 144 145 146 147 What's up, you guys? It has been a minute since I filmed that last clip, and it's been killing me not filming videos and having content to put out, but it was well worth it. And just for reference, I'm gonna throw a timestamp on that previous clip as well as this one, just to give you an idea of how long I've been searching trying to find the perfect car. But I think we found it, and I bought it. It's actually sitting right over there, so I'm not gonna keep you guys waiting any longer. Let's check it out. Boom, there it is. That is my new 350Z, the new drift project, and next week we're gonna have a full video going over what's been done to the car already. It's lightly modified, but I have a bunch of plans for it. But I wanna show you guys the car a little bit this week. Lewis just saw the car for the first time last night, so let's see what he has to say.
I mean, this car is honestly like a dime, Nick. I mean, it's pretty much got everything you'd want from the start. It's a great starting point for you, and it's just gonna be able to create some great content for the channel. So I'm pretty excited to see what's gonna happen with it.
So let me walk you guys around the car real quick, show you what it looks like, but then there's a couple things we need to do to make it Average Bros approved. So first order of business, these keys are looking a little bare. They need an Average Bros jet tag. Much better. Second order of business, that windshield needs a banner. And boom, we got the banner on. So the 350Z is Average Bros official, which is sick. So I'm super pumped on this car. Glad we got that stuff done today. All right, you guys, well, I'm gonna close out and wrap up the video here, but I just wanna take a moment to thank all of you guys. So whether you've been watching the channel from the start or you're a newer subscriber, I really appreciate all of you guys watching the channel and supporting what we do. As I haven't been filming like as regular content over the last couple months, I've really realized like how much I enjoy filming and editing content and kind of focusing on the channel. It's one of those things for me to focus on outside of work and something that I really enjoy, getting to film and work on my cars. So I feel like the 350 was kind of like the jump start that I needed to get back into that. And I know we didn't go into too much detail on the car today, but I had to at least give you guys a little preview of it after telling you that I sold the 240. But next week's video is gonna be a banger. We're gonna do a 6 cinematic edit of the 350, as well as talk to you a little bit about what's been done to the car already and what plans I have for it in the long run. But thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really love this channel and I appreciate you guys supporting it. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 2,000 before the end of the year. That's the goal here. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this week's video. I can't wait to see you guys next week. And until then, peace out.